So the company named Mintion was nice enough to send over this new tool of theirs for me to check out. And if you don't know what it is just by looking at it, this is a heat insert press kit. And it pretty much does exactly what the name says, using a mounted and modified soldering iron to heat up the brass inserts and press them into 3D printed parts or other plastics. And all of these inserts are threaded, so you have a much stronger base for screwing stuff into. And with this being a kit, it doesn't come assembled, but as you can see from the instructions, it's pretty straightforward to put together. So let me get everything out of the box so we can check out all the parts that come with it. And there we go, there's obviously not much to this. And some parts of this were actually put together, like the base of the setup. And if you're already familiar with 3D printing, you might notice that most of these parts are 3D printed, but overall look to be high quality and fit together well. As you can see with the drawer in this base part, how it can slide out freely. And this is everything else I need to put it together. The other assembled part is the soldering iron holder and slide. And like I said, it comes with everything needed to assemble it, including the tools, but I'll be using my own. And the first parts that go together is this T-handle and the aluminum extrusion. It basically keys into place so everything will be in the right spot. And with that in place, it just takes one screw to hold everything together. And with the hole at the top of the handle, it's really easy to get a tool in there to tighten everything up. And with that done, we can work on the slide part of this, and you can see that there's a slot right here. And that's where I need to put the end of this retracting cable. This is basically going to hook on the inside and let the cable run through the part. And you can see on the back of the box part, there's a clip, and that lines up perfectly with a slot on top of the T-handle. But before that, I'm going to have to put the aluminum extrusion into this piece, and then I can clip that in place. And now it should be functioning properly, so it'll retract on its own. Definitely a very simple setup, but it seems to be effective. I also need to tighten up this one screw because it holds the soldering iron in place. And after that, I can connect the entire assembly to the base with just one screw. And technically this is completely usable now, but it did come with some wire management stuff, so I'm going to do that. And it really just has 2 points that you can see clearly here and here that you just put some foam tape on, and then just stick your clips to that. And then of course make sure the wire goes through both of them. And this does come with a few different tips. All the brass ones screw right in, and if you're going to be changing these out after using it, make sure everything is cooled down, or you're absolutely going to burn yourself. And when it comes to the rest of the tips, there's a storage option built right into the base. That way you can easily find them and swap them out as needed. And make sure you're using the right tip for the right insert. It's pretty easy to figure out, seeing that a portion of the tip should fit inside of the insert, and the top part of it will butt up against it, pushing it into whatever you're insetting this into. And this kit did come with 30 brass inserts, and not all brass inserts are built the same. This is one that I bought a while ago that I have a bunch of, and this one is the one that came with the kit, which actually works a lot better than the ones that I have. And I'll show you more about that later in the video, but for now we need to figure out what temperatures we need to use, and it looks like there's some reference points in the manual actually, and I'm going to be putting this into PLA, so I'll set that up properly. Once it's first plugged in, it should be off, and then you just hold down the star button to turn it on. It will show you what temperature it's set to, and then it'll start ramping up to whatever that temperature is. Use the plus and minus arrows to actually set the temperature. And this will get up to temp pretty quickly, and once it is, I can start putting the inserts into my material. Just line up your part with the target on the base plate, and then I can place the brass insert into the hole, or on top of the hole. All I have left to do is pull down the soldering iron, line everything up, and push it down. You'll see the piece sink into the material, make sure it's pretty much flush, and then you can pull it out. And make sure you're using this in a well-ventilated area, seeing that you're melting plastics. And there we go. Now I have metal threads in a plastic part. But I'm not only doing this one insert, I'm going to be doing close to 100 of these using this tool. And that's because I'm finally putting together the enclosure for my Bambu Lab P1P. I pretty much got this right when they came out, and I've been using it ever since. As you can see, it's a bit dusty and worn, and has about 600 hours of print time on it, and will pretty much look exactly like the other printer I have when it's done. And here's all the main parts I'm going to have to do, and each part needs multiple inserts put into it. I ran into a slight problem right away when it comes to things that are not flat. I did find that you can just kind of prop it up with your hand and make it work, or you can put something underneath it that is going to make it flat. So for this piece and quite a few others, this roll of tape helped out a lot. And when it comes to the different types of these inserts, you can see how these ones have a bunch of plastic in the middle of them and on top of them, and the one down here is perfectly clean, and to my understanding the top ones are meant for through holes, and the ones that came with this kit can go into blind holes. So after using this for a very long time, putting all those into all my parts, I'm finally done, and overall this did make things a lot easier. But I do have one small complaint, and that's the fact that this kind of slides around, and that's because there's no grip on the bottom of it, and I was able to fix that just by using some sticky feet on the bottom. This might not be a problem or even a concern to most people, but for me, it was kind of annoying. But anyways, here's the entire thing assembled, and I didn't record any of that, it's not really entertaining, but as you can see, it all worked out and looks just like my other printer. And of course, I got all all this stuff printed and ready to go well before they announced anything official from Bambu. You know, like this full kit that came out. And funny enough, as I've been recording and editing this video, they announced a new printer that's probably going to be replacing these, the P2S. But in my case, these are still working great, so I have no need to upgrade yet. I guess I'll go over my final thoughts about this heat insert press so you can get on with your life. I think it's a very handy and useful tool to have, especially if you really need those threaded inserts and things, and it's great that it comes with all the different heating tips to fit just about any insert that you'd be using. I already went over how it can slip around a bit, and how I fixed that problem, and the only other problem I had with it was a little too short for some of the larger parts I was working with, and for me to make it work with those parts, I just took the soldering iron out and used it by hand. And they do offer a larger version of this one that is taller, so it's just going to depend on your use case. And if you did want to pick one of these up, I'll have links in the description and the first pinned comment. As of recording this, the one I used in this video is about $50, and the taller one is around $60. Well, I think that pretty much covers everything. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.